Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to share something simple, soothing, and so powerful. And it is called a DIY rosemary, mint, and rice water spray for healthy hair growth. So I have my rosemary leaves and my mint leaves that I bought from a health food store. It wasn't local, but it was about an hour away. And I was already in that town, so I thought, why not go in there and get some? And I also have some white jasmine rice, in which came from a health food store as well. But just know that your ingredients do not have to come from a health food store. If you have a local Kroger's or a local Walmart, then you can get yours from there. And now I have my distilled water. And I chose distilled water instead of tap water because it is pure and free from minerals, chlorine, and bacteria. And that means that your DIY sprays will last longer, smell cleaner, and won't leave a residue or cause mold to grow. Here I also have my aloe vera juice for moisturizing and conditioning purposes. And y'all know how I usually pick fragrance oils, but I do still pick essential oils at times. So I will be adding rosemary essential oil, and I'm not sure that y'all can see it quite good, but I'm trying my best to see if I can get some type of focus on it. Now, I know I stated in plenty of my videos that the reason why I choose fragrance oils majority of the time is because of the pleasant smell. So next, I have lavender essential oil. I'm going to give you guys the benefits of what each of the essential oils does. So I'm picking up the rosemary essential oil once again, just in case you guys couldn't see it clearly. And lastly, I now grab my peppermint essential oil. Now, when I do choose to use essential oils, majority of the time you will see me grabbing peppermint because it does have a cooling sensation to the scalp. It also increases the blood flow to the scalp, which can nourish hair follicles and support healthy hair growth. But to me, it seemed like that peppermint oil be pushing that growth just a little bit faster. So now I grab a bowl, and after washing my rosemary and my mint leaves, I just simply place them in the bowl. And for the people that just may ask, what if I don't have the loose leaves? Can the dry leaves work? Yes, the dry leaves can work. And for the people that just may ask, well, what if I don't have the spearmint leaves? Then can I use the peppermint loose leaves? And the answer is yes, you can. And for the people that just may say, well, I don't have this ingredient, can this other ingredient do? And the answer is still yes, it can. Because at the end of the day, all I'm trying to do is give you guys a simple recipe that can be bought in your local stores to where everyone will be able to afford them. And if you know anything about rosemary, mint, and rice, you'll know that all three are a powerhouse for hair growth. And I forgot to add, for the ones that are going to ask what are the measurements for the other ingredients, like the ones that are dried, then I'll say use a half of a cup of each one. So a half a cup of dry rosemary, a half a cup of your peppermint leaves if you don't have the loose spearmint leaves, and simply a half a cup of rice, in which you are about to see me add in just a minute. Y'all, I'm just simply trying to be ahead of the game because I know that a lot of people are going to leave a comment asking some of the questions that I am already answering right now, because usually they will ask without me adding it into my DIY videos. So as you see that I am adding a half a cup of rice. But for the people that are going to ask, do it have to be white rice or do it have to be jasmine white rice? Then the answer is no, it do not have to be. Just know that the type of rice does not matter. It can be white rice, it can be black rice, it can even be mixed rice. Just get you some rice and make this DIY hair growth concoction. So although I've already rinsed off my rosemary and my spearmint leaves, I will end up rinsing them once again with the rice inside of it, because rinsing it off removes the excess starch, cleans away dust and debris. And the same as the rosemary and the mint, these are plants that have been grown from the ground, so there's no telling what could be on them. And although we are using it in our hair, it's still important to rinse them off. So after the rinsing, then I just grab a pot, add 4 cups of the distilled water, pour in the ingredients, then I allow it to cook for about 5 minutes. And I state 5 minutes because of the rice. Remember that rice does swell, and if you let it sit on the stove for too long, it will suck up all the water. But let me talk about some of the benefits of rosemary real quick. Even though a lot of you already know it, you just don't know if it could be that one person that don't know. So rosemary improves blood circulation to the scalp, which helps deliver more oxygen and nutrients to the hair follicles. This stimulation encourages faster and thicker hair growth, especially in thinning areas. So to my dear people that have been leaving a couple of comments letting me know that one side of their hair is thinner than the next, then try this DIY concoction simply due to the rosemary alone in it. But if you don't want to do this one, then you can simply boil you some rosemary, put it in a spray bottle, and spray it to that area. But make sure that you spray it on a consistent basis if you want to see it thicken up. Now, just don't be out here thinking that your hair is just going to thicken up overnight, because that's impossible. Let's be a little realistic and give it about a couple of months. Can it thicken up quicker than a couple of months? Well, of course it can. But just don't dive in with high expectations thinking that you are going to see thickness in a couple of weeks. You will see growth, but I'm talking about thickness. But back to what the rosemary do. It has anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antifungal properties that help soothe the scalp irritation. It also balances excess oil and reduces dandruff too. It gives you a cleaner scalp, in which I highly believe, because it's just something about that smell that makes me feel like it's cleaning the mess out of my scalp. And with a cleaner scalp, you have a better environment for hair growth. Now on to spearmint. It is an underrated but powerful herb for hair and scalp health, especially when used alongside with rosemary. It increases blood flow to the scalp, similar to peppermint, but a little gentler. This stimulation awakens dormant follicles and encourages new hair growth, particularly around thinning areas or edges. So you see how it complements the rosemary as far as thickening wise? It helps regulate sebum, in which is an oil that produces on our scalp. This balance prevents buildup and clogged follicles, in which is one of the main reasons hair can grow slowly or shed prematurely. Spearmint is also known to help lower DHT levels, in which is a hormone that contributes to androgenic alopecia, pattern baldness, and thinning hair in both men and women. This makes spearmint especially useful for female hormonal hair loss, often linked to PCOS or menopause. But the natural menthol content in it provides a cooling sensation that helps relieve itching, inflammation, and irritation. And just like peppermint, it refreshes the scalp, increases blood circulation, and promotes a healthier environment for hair growth. Now on to the rice water. It is one of the oldest and most effective natural treatment for promoting stronger, longer, and healthier hair. And as we know, it has been used for centuries in cultures like Japan, China, and Africa. And y'all know how those cultures' hair is extremely long, shiny, and full. And their hair is like that due to it being rich in amino acids, vitamin B, C, and E, and minerals that nourish the scalp and strengthens those hair follicles. With these nutrients, it encourages faster and thicker hair growth, especially when used consistently over time. So you see how the rice is thickening, the spearmint is thickening, and the rosemary is thickening. So if you are dealing with thinness, then I suggest that you try this powerful DIY. But remember that your hair is not going to thicken overnight. But for those who are not dealing with thinness, but simply just want their hair to grow, just know that it is going to do just that, but it is not going to happen overnight either. Remember that consistency is most definitely key. And please don't go by all of those people that did the rice water challenge or created those rice water videos. And yes, they did see their growth results by the end of the 7 days or the 2 weeks. But if you notice that they did not add any type of moisturizing nor conditioning liquid into that rice water. So for your favorite gurus or whoever the person or the people may have been that created those videos, 9 times out of 10, they either receive dryness or breakage or both, but they just did not come back on camera and let you guys know. Because what they failed to mention is that yes, our hair does need protein, but something like rice water, in which is high in protein, we most definitely need to use it in moderation, because overuse can make some hair types, especially low porosity or fine hair, feel stiff or dry, and most of the time it will break. So please do not make this spray without adding either aloe vera juice or rose water to it. And y'all notice that on majority of my DIYs, especially the ones from the past, you see that I added both the aloe vera juice and the rose water. But in some, I just use one all by itself because one is better than none. But for those that don't know what protein overload is, this pretty much happens when your hair has too much protein and not enough moisture, in which hair needs a healthy balance of both. Protein gives it strength and structure, while moisture keeps it soft and flexible. And that is why you see me adding a half a cup of the aloe vera juice to this small concoction. Because although it's small, it is mighty. Mighty in what, you ask? Mighty in drying and stiffening my hair strands. Even can turn my strands into straw-like. Yeah, you heard it. Like noodles. It can snap easy when you stretch it. It can feel hard or rough to the touch. It can lack elasticity, cannot bounce back when pulled. It cannot absorb moisture well anymore. And it can suddenly feel overly strong but breaks easily. Now, since I gave you the ups on adding the moisture and the downs on not using moisture, it's time for me to add the essential oils. I put about 10 drops of the rosemary and 10 drops of the lavender. Then I add about 12 drops of the peppermint. For some reason, I always like to add just a little bit more peppermint into all of my DIYs that I choose to add essential oils to. Y'all, I don't know, but it's just something about that cooling and tingling sensation to my scalp that drives me insane in a good way. And it makes my scalp feels like it's cooking up something. That tingling just makes me feel like my follicles are already rising. And I'm pretty sure at least one of you feel the same way that I feel. And if not, then that's okay, because I'm going to still keep feeling like that. So for the people that is going to end up asking, how long should they use this? The answer is for about 2 weeks. Now, that's at the least. You simply spray it on your scalp, massage it in, and then you can go in with a growth oil of your choice if you would like. If not, then that's perfectly fine too, because it has so much power in this hair growth spray that it's still going to do what it's going to do. And for the people that's going to ask, what's the shelf life of this spray? Well, as for those who are not new on my channel, you know that I usually add a preservative to all of my DIY sprays, my shampoos, whatever I'm making except for the growth oil. So if you have Germaben Plus, and even if you have Optifin Plus, or if you simply just have a preservative that I haven't named, then simply just add you a couple of squirts. I'm using a 4-ounce bottle, and although you are about to see me spray this spray on my scalp, just know that after I sprayed it, I did head over to my store and I added some Optifin Plus into this spray bottle. Remember that I tell you guys all the time that it's been so many people that's been having y'all create these DIYs, having y'all to spend all of your hard-earned money just to tell you to sit it in the refrigerator and to discard it after 5 or 7 days. But what a lot of you don't realize is that they also have been telling you to use it for about 3 times a week. So in reality, y'all worked that hard and spent your hard-earned money just to use these DIY sprays only 3 times, then had to throw them away. And I'm simply just not in it to allow people to waste their money. And not only that, but simply wasting their time. Because you tell me, how in the world are you receiving any hair growth. 3 times is not enough times. I'm telling y'all, I've been doing this for 7 years. And I spray, yes, I said spray, these DIY hair growth sprays on my scalp every single day. So if I'm going on a hair growth challenge for about 2 weeks at the least, then I am going to consistently apply the spray to my scalp for those entire 2 weeks. And if it's a spray like this DIY spray that I'm presenting to you now, and you don't agree with the smell, then simply just rinse it out on shampoo day. Then turn right back around and apply it again for the 2nd week. Every day though. This DIY concoction does not smell like funky rice though. And if the word funky is too harsh for you, then this DIY concoction does not smell like stinking rice. But please remember the whole point behind protective styling. It is to keep your hair in the anagen phase just a little while longer, because you best believe that it is possible. I figured that out 7 years ago, and I'm now here presenting it to all of you guys. I am spraying this spray mainly on my scalp and not my strands, because my hair is somewhat protein sensitive. And if you know your hair and you know that yours is protein sensitive too, then I advise you to only spray it on your scalp as well. For those whose hair is not protein sensitive, then have your way at it. Remember, it does have aloe vera juice in it, but instead I chose to apply my moisture milk to my hair strands. And for those that are new and don't know what I'm talking about, then I am talking about my hair care line, in which I created back in 2018. Temporarily closed the website down for 5 entire months, and now it is back open. And it is mainly for the people who cannot afford each of the ingredients that are being added into all of these DIYs. But not this DIY though. It's simple and cheap. But y'all know what I'm talking about. You know those DIYs to where a lot of the Ayurvedic ingredients are hard to pronounce. Heavenly Products is also for the people that simply live somewhere to where they do not carry a lot of these ingredients that are added to the DIYs. And last but not least, for the people that simply have a busy schedule, either work all the time or have kids to tend to. You guys have a blessed one.